first grader, and my name is Julie. I know all my ABCs, colors, and I can count to 2011. My favorite book is The Hungry Caterpillar. He reminds me of me, except I'm skinny and have freckles. My brother teases me and says when I turn sideways and stick out my tongue, I look like a polka dot zipper. I like to eat, but we don't have much food in our house. My mom works at a hotel cleaning rooms and has to leave very early before I even wake up. My grandma lives with us and makes sure me and my brothers get up. But sometimes we get to school late because she doesn't feel so good. I'm so happy now that I always can get breakfast at school. That is, since they started serving it in my classroom. It tastes so good. The pancakes are my favorite. Nothing like pancakes on a stick with yummy chocolate milk. Those ladies that cooked the food also say good morning and give me high fives every single day. It makes me happy.
I am a 6th grader. My teacher, Miss Rodriguez, says I should work on my reading. Well, actually, on math and all my subjects. Someday, I really want to leave this tiny mountain town and see the whole wide world. Travel to exotic lands, fly on a jet plane, and see skyscrapers in super cool places. And I want to make good grades, but I have a hard time with school. I'm really hoping when I turn 13, my muscles will get lots bigger. Just last week, I got in a fight. It was almost the end of the day, and I was super hungry. My friend Johnny said he had an extra PB&J in his backpack. His mom sometimes packs 2 sandwiches, because Johnny's kind of scrawny. But he's sure got a big heart. Just as I unwrapped it, this big 7th grader grabbed it, and then it was on. I don't know if he was hungry or not, but I knew this was my best shot at having supper. My dad got laid off. My mom works extra shifts at the plant to help pay the rent. And it's the end of the month. Sometimes at home, my little brother and sister eat up the food, and there's none left for me. I get a headache and it makes my stomach hurt. I sure wish they served supper at my school. Miss Rodriguez said it might be coming soon. I am a 9th grader. I decided as soon as I finished middle school, I was gonna ask her out on a date. After all, I'm 14 now, and gonna be in high school very soon. My first date. Dang, I was nervous to ask her out. Finally, I got up the nerve, and she said yes. Next problem, where do we go? I didn't want to take the bus if I could help it, and my pockets are pretty empty. Then I heard on the radio about a park in our neighborhood where they were serving lunch to kids and teens all summer long. And it's free. Not sure how that works, but it sounded good to me. Well, to cut to the chase, it was a perfect sunny day. We ate outside at a picnic table. They also had some fun stuff to do. We tossed a frisbee, and I got to show her my soccer skills. Some of our friends were there too. Overall, score 1 for me. It was definitely special. Yep, we went back the next day for a second date. It's gonna be a pretty cool summer.
Social worker. TGIF. It's finally the weekend. And I get a break from the middle school drama. The last bell rings, the hallways are filled with chatter while everyone makes their way to the car ride line, crosswalk, or bus lot. Everything was going smoothly, and then I heard a bus horn. And it was honking so loudly to get my attention. I stepped on the bus to find a distraught bus driver and student. Joe was normally the coolest kid in 8th grade, but he had a problem. He had just realized he forgot his weekend backpack. Not the one for his books, but the one filled with food for him and his family for the next 2 days. I jumped into action. I quickly radioed the front office and asked the teacher to rush the backpack to the bus. As she handed over the prized treasure trove, Joe's panic subsided. He flashed that beautiful smile we all recognized, and life resumed.
I am a principal. I recently got one of those crisis calls on a Sunday evening. A student had run away from home. His parents and the police were searching. Time was ticking. Everyone was desperately holding on to hope. After some rough years, Z had been placed with a wonderful foster family and enrolled in our school. Our teachers, students, staff, and administration had worked together to make him feel like he belonged. It was clear that he loved his new school. But he still had some issues and exhibited behaviors that needed more attention. Z ran away the day before he was scheduled for intake at our district's alternative school. On Monday morning, I heard a knock at my office door. It was Z, dressed in a t-shirt, pants, no shoes, and very dirty athletic socks. Too soon to drill him then, I simply asked, Z, have you eaten? And he said he had not. I I called our cafeteria manager, who immediately brought a hot, nutritious breakfast to Z. The food calmed me. Z taught me a lesson that day. In his mind-changing schools was yet another mood, and he was scared. Yes, afraid enough to run away. We fed him, showed him how much we cared, and reassured him he was safe. Then I went with him to his meeting at the new school. Food was a bridge that helped us connect.
Are a big deal for our family. All 4 of my daughters eat breakfast and lunch at school. I'm a single parent. I have a great job at North Carolina Zoo, but I work long hours. I've struggled for years to meet the many food requests from my picky kids and to make time to pack their lunches. Newsflash. And then I read what parents typically send to school in the lunch bag actually costs more and is less nutritious. About the same time, the school district announced it was serving breakfast for free and in all the classrooms for our students. I got the message loud and clear. My kids were better off eating the school meals. Saving money on breakfast was a big plus too. Oh, and my youngest has food allergies. So it's very reassuring that the cafeteria staff has a plan for her and serves her the right foods. She says they also know her name and make her feel special in a good way when she gets breakfast at the kiosk in the hall and goes through the lunch line every day. Guess what? My kids love the school food choices. And as a mom, I feel good about my choices. I love that my kids are getting nourishment that fuels their bodies, hearts, and minds.